Living True family, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. I got an interesting video for you guys. God bless.
Hello, and thank you for taking this time to view my video in reference to the end times and my prophetic dream. I want to use this time to share with you all about the dream that I had. First off, I know you guys see what's going on in this world today. There are so many things that are happening, so many evil things that are occurring, and God is really pouring out his vision and his dreams to people so we can go and warn and let the world know what we see and what we hear. So I'm going to be obedient tonight because prior to this, God place in my heart to go out and to minister, to go out and share what I've dreamed. And I kept it to myself. And then I decided to share it. And I only share it with a select amount of people. But God said, I want you to get out and I want you to share it. And it was prophesied to me that when I share whether this or whatever vision God has for me, I was told it would be known nationally. I want to use this time to share my dream. Okay, this particular dream that I had, it was as if, well, we were in a meeting, and it was like a business meeting, and they were trying to decide a good name that they want to use for this big organization that was starting up. Well, there was a name they were going to use, but this name was taken. This name was composed of several letters, and the letters, I can't remember what the letters were, but I do know the ending of the letters were the number 66. So then they proceeded to say, okay, we can't use that one. Let's come up with this different name. So the other name they decided to use, this name was composed of 3 letters. And then at the end of the letters were the numbers 666. One of the workers who were at the meeting, he quickly screamed, yes, with excitement. Yes, 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 we finally get to use a number. We finally get to use the mark of the beast. And I was like, the mark of the beast? What does that mean for Christians? And then someone yelled with an angry face and full of rage. He said, Christians? Christians? We hate Christians. Christians are not of love. They don't allow people to love one another. They don't allow people to be free. Christians, if anyone claims to be a Christian, they will be destroyed. And then all of a sudden, I end up from being in that office or in that conference room setting, that business meeting, and I end up being in a house. And in this house, it had a lot of people were in there. They were doing a lot of sinful things. They were just having the time of their life. And I just like, you know what? I know they just said, Christians going to be destroyed, but I felt brave. I felt bold. And at that moment, I said, Jesus, I yelled as loud as I could. It was just at the top of my lungs. And when I did that, the people who were in the room looked at me and they had hate in their face, and their faces were full of hate and rage, like they could just tear me apart, like they just was going to come after me and they were going to destroy me. And then in my hand, I had a bottle of oil. I used that oil and I sprinkled and I was throwing the oil at them. And as the oil hit their bodies, they start to jump and scream, oh, oh, as if the oil was painful, as if the oil was burning them. Even though they were coming towards me, they couldn't attack. So then all of a sudden I got outside, and as I was outside of that house, it was a lot of people. A lot of people were outside. Some were sitting down, some were laying around, and like they were waiting, like it was a camp, a holding camp. And outside of the fence, there were men that had guns, and they were protecting, that place that you couldn't leave. Like if you tried to escape, they had the guns ready to shoot and kill. It was just a different place. And so I was like, oh my gosh, Lord, that dream was so profound. What was that about? Like, oh my gosh, it was just so detailed about the rapture. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I said, okay, God put it in me. You need to share it. You need to tell the people about your dream. You need to go out and communicate. Don't hold it to yourself. Don't keep it to yourself. Go and tell them what you dream. Go and tell them that vision that you had. Don't hold it. I'll hold it. No, keep it to yourself. So with me not liking attention and wanting to be in the back seat, I just created a group. And this group only was composed of like 48 people. So, and I would go on there and I would just share my dreams and just share what God says about getting your life in order, and it's recognizing the time, and that it's, he's soon to come, and that the rapture is soon to happen. And then I went and I joined. There was a member group, and on this group you can get to share your dreams. So I said, okay, I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna share my dream. And as I went to share my dream, all the details, one of the members of that group say, there's something that's happening now similar to your dream. There's a program they have out, and it ended with 3 letters. It was started with 3 letters, but they end with the number 666. There's something that they're implementing. So he said, it's here. It's here. They're just waiting for the green light. With that man, I went back to that man's face, and he was so excited. Like they couldn't wait. They're waiting on this for a long time. I'm saying all that to say this: the time is running out. I mean, you can just look around and see it's evident that Jesus is soon to come. Look at the killings. Look at the kids who are being murdered. Look at the parents who are killing the kids. Look at the kids who are killing their parents. Look at the earthquakes. The earthquakes that are happening in diverse places. Look at the division amongst our people. There's just so much is going on, and God is seeing it. Like we're in the last days. It's just evident. The food prices are up. It's a lot. It's a hard time. You have people who are being depressed. Like depression is taking over their mind. When people feel like they just want to give up. Those are all these things that are happening are signs of the end days, that we're in the last days. And God said, go out there and tell the people what I've shown you. Tell the people what you see in your dream. Don't hold it. So it's not by chance. If you see this video, there's a reason why you're watching it. There's a reason why you're looking at it. So if you're going through something, if you've been feeling depressed and you feel like giving up, don't. There's something you are valuable for. There's something that you have in your life. There's something that you can do. You have a special calling in your life. No one is bigger. No one is better. We all have something special. So life, whether it's so hard and you feel like you can't go, that's when you got to go even harder. Right now, if you don't know Jesus, get it right. God is saying, I'm soon to come. He wanted me to go out and warn the people. I'm not the only one that having dreams and visions. Several other people are doing it now. Don't hold it. Don't keep it to yourself. Go out there and spread the word. Go out there and show love, because a lot of people just need to be loved, and not judged. We all have sinned. So this is not the time to judge people. This is the time to love on each other.